Hello and welcome to another episode of Shikar. Who was that? Was that you, Balvin? Balvin looks mighty guilty.
Yeah, I know. He did look real guilty.
It was me. It was me. It was me. It worked. My ringer was still on and it went off right at that as soon as.
Okay, Balvin did look guilty.
Balvin did look guilty. Balvin's face was like.
It's because I was acting.
Right? Oh man, I thought for sure it was Balvin.
No, not me. Not this guy.
Pure innocence.
Hello and welcome.
I embody innocence.
Do you?
Yeah, I think. Do I not? Name 5 things that I've done that are not innocent.
We shouldn't talk about this on stream. Next question.
Now, come on. You have
Wait,
the
no,
right.
go
sir.
on. I want to hear it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not.
I love this group of people. With all the horrible things that have come out in the D&D community this week, I would like to take a moment to say I really love my players. I just love all these people. I would be happy to sit at any of your tables as a player or as a DM because I think you're all good people, which is apparently a high bar these days. Why are you giving me that look, Gabe?
Listen, it's not the majority of people. It's
Gabe's
just
like,
a
Jasmine's a
squeaky
piece of
wheel
shit.
we need to replace.
Nah, Jasmine, I'll run a game for you.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to be at any of your tables.
Nah, the bar's low as hell. Like the bar
is in
low
hell.
like
I think.
Mm.
You know, when Lil Nas went down that pole,
Yeah.
it was the bar was still below that.
Oh.
I have those heels.
Oh man.
Coworker found them and sent me a link, and then I bought them.
Do they
my
fit?
god.
Yeah,
Like, okay, please take a picture.
I'll show you. I'll see.
Oh my gosh. I can't wear heels. I always feel like I'm gonna break both my legs and die.
I've only worn that. I only wore heels once, but it was to go into the woods. There was no normal way to say that.
That's on like hard mode. How
Yeah.
did you like sink into the ground each time?
No, it's fine. I needed to chase an animal, and the only thing that was available were heels. So, it sounds worse the more. That's why I was going to just speed past it.
Anyway, that's Gabe James Games.
Yeah, let's do intros while I draft the tweet to go live because I forgot
a tweet.
about it. I'm gonna.
Gabe, do you need any more intro, or is that intro? That was a good intro.
Yeah, I'm Gabe James Games, across the air. I play Valym, the half-elf druid, who is now again conflicted if he wants to date the dragon barbarian princess or the tiefling's mom. One has way less concerning baggage and tells her family about me.
I don't know which is which.
What? It's his mom. His mom.
Oh.
You think she doesn't have baggage? Nim's her son, and there's so much.
Yeah, look, if you think your mom has the equivalent baggage of being the child of a syndicate that is causing a civil war, your mom got more things that she's lying about than we thought.
I mean,
I have the
Nim's
impression.
dad.
Yes.
We don't know Nim's dad.
Exactly.
Nim's dad necessarily.
That's not interconnected baggage. He's on a thing.
In my mind. Yeah, but I'm like, there's got to be a reason that like all these years of catch like Brandy is like not. There's no one sticking around, and like, what's going on there?
Who's to say she didn't kick him out? He might just be an asshole. It doesn't have to be grand.
Totally. I'm just like, what if there's a guy who's gonna go after every guy she ever sees? Because guys are assholes.
Pilgrim? What the?
Maybe.
God damn, y'all got this. You really want your mom to be miserable. He could just be trash.
I want her to be happy.
Then why does he have to be worse?
With 0 men in her life.
I mean, dang.
Speaking of which, I'm Xander.
Please.
It's Jeanneret playing Scorpio, the level 4 half-elf monk warlock who won D&D and 60 silver pieces.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you can't even count.
I think Josephine should go next, and I think Josephine should also explain that we didn't plan this.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam, and today
Or am I Josephine
match,
McAdam?
I
no.
match that bronze girl.
Which is which?
Which one
You
is
never
it?
tell.
Which one is it?
Identical. Yeah, accidental, but you know what? How long have we been friends now? We're
2 years?
merging consciousness.
I think we just got very close very quickly, because I feel like one time you and I were chatting during a stream on your channel, and we sat, I think it was last Halloween, when we were taking those very cheesy screenshots with each other, and somebody asked how long we've been friends, and we did the math, and we realized we hadn't been friends that long. We were just very attached.
Yes. And now we are, merging into one. I mean, this isn't the first time, because remember last time you were helping me pick out outfits for a shoot I was doing. You're like, I have that shirt.
Yeah. Me and Josephine have the exact same shirt, and it is a testament that when she wears it, it looks like a completely different shirt than when I wear it. Like it's so interesting how that works, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyway, I'm playing Nim Grimwillow tonight. Level 4 Tiefling Bard. And yeah, that's it. Me and my dads.
Yeah.
Balvin?
I'm Balvin, LordBalvin. I play Ajax, half-orc, fighter, samurai, dad. My twin Xander here next to me. You know, we're matching. You know, me and Xander as always. We're like spitting images of each other, to be honest.
Wait, who's who? Who's talking right now?
To put my hair up. That's the difference.
Yeah, I literally can't tell the difference now. That's the same person.
Yeah, hopefully Ajax recovers well from his bout with Valym last week, because he got hurt. He had fun though.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I gotta add that usually I hate matching anyone. Like it enrages me, but it will never bother me if it's with Jasmine.
Oh, because then you know you're on the right track to fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Is this fashion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Inuyasha! Kagome! Don't show it for too long, or Big Anime will take us down.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Sashomaru?
Yeah. Oh my god, I simp for Sashomaru so hard. Sashomaru is so beautiful.
Have you watched, this is way off tangent, but any of the new one that's like his daughter?
About their kids? Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I need to sit down and watch it.
I saw like the first couple episodes.
Was it good? Oh.
That's my opinion.
Good.
Why would you even bring that up? You're like,
Wait, do we do everyone's intro?
Mm-hmm.
Except for you.
Oh, hi, hello. I'm that bronze girl, and I stand Sango. And I'm working on a Sango costume because she's a monster hunter, and she has a cat that turns into a giant cat.
Yes.
And she has a boomerang, and she goes, Hidaikos! And I'm into that.
Huge boomerang.
Huge boomerang. Monster hunting queen. Thank you. That's my intro.
I can't wait to see.
Wait, let me see that again. Let me see that.
What was that?
Stressed out Valym face?
That's just me.
That's just stressed out Gabe.
You brought a puppet show.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. The puppet show. I have a puppet. Never mind. That is another day.
I also have one.
Is it of you?
Well, kinda. It was for a show that I did. It was a character that I played. It was awesome.
Oh,
Gina DeVivo. Amazing.
I love that. I like Muppets and puppets. But let's give a shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah, Roll20.
Roll20. Thank you so much, Roll20, for sponsoring our little indie production. We appreciate it. Sorry, I'm tired today.
All good.
I know.
It's-
Someone tap us out.
It's a free.
Well, I like Roll20. I
Thank
use
you.
it for a bunch of different systems, not just D&D. I've also used it for Pathfinder, and I believe Starfinder might be on there too now.
Yep.
But there's a ton of other systems. Vampire is on there, so you can totally pick it up and play with your friends. And ooh, too scary. I got
Sorry.
Honestly, high key Roll20's Vampire the Masquerade cheat is the only way I was able to like figure out how to play the game, because like
That's fair.
yeah, I was like I don't know what things to roll, and it's like I click an ability and it's like, which stat do you want? I'm like, oh, this one. Is there 100 die? No. Okay, hit submit, and then it rolls everything. I'm like, oh my god, thank God.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I could not figure out how the hell any of that stuff worked otherwise.
I tell you what, it makes Pathfinder a lot easier too.
Oh,
second edition, it's like,
Pathfinder. I started with D&D 3.5. So
Yeah, me too. Or I started with 2. But
Pathfinder
Yeah.
is peanut butter. It is
and I've
crunchy.
played Pathfinder too, and there are things I like about it, but there's times where I'm like, why don't I just play Warhammer at this point?
Oh,
You know,
I've never played Warhammer, but it's nice to know that I could if I wanted to.
Xander. Do you want more addictive hobbies in your life? 'Cause
No,
I can
can't.
take
I have
you
no
on this
bigger
journey.
room for more things.
You sure? 'Cause I mean,
I'm very sure.
look at the quality of these miniatures. There's so much detail there. There's so many options you can
wow.
customize each one, and you can choose whether you want them to, like, what head you want them to have, what helmet you want them to have, what weapon you want them to have, what
Shikar.
pose. Yeah,
I'm very excited that you are excited about that.
I love you, Xander. I love
Wow.
y'all. Y'all are great. Let's get into it. So, we open on a very tired, little bit worse for the wear party, sitting on a bench outside of a sort of wrestling ring type of situation that is being broken down. By this point, it's getting later into the evening / night. Some of you are a little bit more bruised and bumped than others. There is a small goblin tearing away at the threads of a ribbon pinned to her chest. And as you notice now, she's actually put a small hat on the ground. And as you sit there with her kicking her feet on the bench, you notice people kind of clapping you on the back, congratulating you, and some people throwing coins in your hat. The hat is about half full by now.
Oh.
And you notice Lulu kind of nudging it with her foot to determine how heavy it is. This small goblin child with snot on her face suddenly grows a bit alarmed at the sight of some guards nearby. You notice she turns away from them to obfuscate her face as well as her purple langa. As you sit on the bench, you muse over the happenings of the day before. And Valym, it is you that ponders the events of the previous day. Pilar kind of sits on your shoulder, musing in a voice only you can hear, mulling over the events of the day prior. Pilar says to you, "So what are you gonna do about the situation with your crush?"
I'm going to pour water on you.
Ah,
I don't
that might
know.
kill me.
You don't die. You're inside of me. You'll always be reborn in the flame. I don't know. I did not expect her to be a part of a crime syndicate family. I did not expect a civil war. I was a little hurt she didn't tell her family about me, actually. I don't want to be a secret.
Well, she did kind of the way she made it sound, her dad seems kind of scary.
So what?
I mean, my dad's scary.
Yes, that is true. But what the hell else am I supposed to do? Should I try to kill her father?
Well,
He's going to die
no.
anyways.
But there's got to be something in the middle.
Should I try to befriend her father?
Maybe. Or maybe you could try fixing the situation she's in so she doesn't have to live in the city anymore as part of a syndicate she doesn't want to be a part of.
But do we really trust the other? She didn't seem like she would trust the other person to rule.
It also didn't seem like she wanted to. Why is
So
it
maybe
her
there is
job
things.
anyway, Valym? Why do we have to do things we don't want to do?
Because some members of the humanoid nature believe that your birth determines everything that happens to you from there on after.
Well, that's dumb.
Yes, it is. It's incredibly stupid. But
we don't listen to those people, so why should she have to?
because they don't listen to us either. But she believes that's the world she was born into. And I don't think we can convince her without giving her some sort of safety, reassurance. Otherwise, she'll feel guilt for her life, and that's no way to live. I don't even know if I should tell the others, to be honest. Like if I tell them, hey, I think Sunflower's a part of a crime family, and there's going to be a civil war, they're going to get invested and then probably do terrifying things. Like it is a snowball that becomes an avalanche very quickly. And if Lulu was with us, Lulu will say something along the lines of, let's just kill him. And when I say that, it's a problem. But when Lulu says it, it's, oh, cute. And then it happens. And it's still cute. How? So I don't know what to do.
It is a little confusing. Living among mortals is confusing.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty entertaining. You know,
I'm going to maybe.
You know, I heard that that's why the moon left the sun.
What?
She wanted to live among the mortals. Because they're so entertaining. I mean, being here myself, I have to admit, is pretty cool.
Did that story have a happy ending?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell it.
I won't tell anybody.
It didn't.
That checks out. Okay,
But sometimes good stories don't have happy endings. That's why we watch plays that make us cry.
Damn it, Pilar, we never went to the doctor.
Oh yeah, we should definitely go to the doctor.
Okay, we'll go to the doctor.
You did a really good job in the show of force, though. That was pretty cool.
I have to be honest. I really enjoyed just letting loose and running wild again. I thought about sticking you on Ajax earlier, but I didn't want to be cruel.
That would be pretty cruel.
And then I thought about if you hit him from one side, we could teleport him into the air, drop him down, and then stab him with the flame blade. But he's our friend, I think. So I'm not sure what the word friend means. I thought I did. I didn't really get it. But it's good. It's good. So we'll go to the doctor, see what happens. Potentially, we can probably, depending on what they say, we might be able to mess with my blood in a different way. And then I pull out the little vial, and I still have this, just in case anything goes wrong, which is that psychotic fluid. Put it away. But if things go well, then we can potentially tell the group and see what happens. Is it even our business to get involved? Sunflower never actually asked for help.
Well, sometimes people don't want to be burdens on their friends. And I think regardless of whatever you and Sunflower are, she definitely does seem to regard you as a friend.
That's true.
I mean, look at you right now. You're mulling over all this and scared and confused and maybe even a little hurt because that conversation at the cafe was tough. But you're not telling your friends, so why would you expect Sunflower to tell you? I'm telling you, watching mortals, so entertaining.
Did you just they didn't do it, so why didn't you? Me just now? Is that what just happened? The last time I just took
The little fire sprite disappears in your chest.
You're a little smart ass.
With a cackle. And you are kind of notice that the party around you didn't really hear your conversation with this tiny elemental.
Okay, so what are we doing next? We still have to go to the doctor.
Yes, for your condition.
Yep.
I still have a bead on the people who are after you as well.
That's true. We should pursue those and possibly just kill them.
I'm all in for a night of sleep, ? Is this the same day as the tournament? Or did we get rest?
It's about nighttime, yeah.
Yes, Lulu kicked my ass.
Ah,
It was.
Ajax.
I was just trying to sell the show, and
You were perfect, really.
also
It
don't
was
say my
fun.
name too loud right now.
yeah, it was a lot of real magic that I don't think was allowed.
Wait, why? Lulu, why? Lulu, we're friends. You tell me right now why.
The book. I got you.
Oh,
The present?
What?
Yeah.
what?
Oh no.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? What did
There's
you
nothing
do?
wrong with it. It's perfectly great book. It's such a good book.
Lulu, how much did that book cost?
Well, not very much.
What is everyone talking about?
That
Lulu gave me a present. I mean, Lulu.
Aw, good job,
Um,
Lulu. Oh,
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
It's a journal
Rabbit.
that has
Scorpio?
a smaller journal, and inside, if I write in it, it inscribes in the other one, and I sent it to my mum so I can just write to her and she'll see messages right away. And it's a really lovely
wow.
gift that must have.
A magic journal.
So
Yeah.
thoughtful.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Lulu, how much did
Yeah.
it cost?
It only cost me 5 copper.
Wow, what a bargain.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
Yes, for 5 coppers.
Why are we not saying your name?
Did you put 5 coppers in a place after you took it?
No. I just had a way of convincing the person working there that it couldn't possibly be worth 50 gold. It was clearly only worth 5 coppers.
The gold.
Well, if you convince them, then why are we laying low?
Lulu, did you do that against their will?
50 gold.
Well, I mean, not really against their will.
Did you twist their will to do it?
No. I just made the item look less valuable.
Why are you're doing the thing that Ajax does and Nim does when they're speaking very cautiously to weave words in a very particular way. What are you avoiding saying, Lulu?
Well, I don't know exactly how I do it, but sometimes I can make things look like they're worth more or like they're worth less, and I use some of my special jazz to do it.
But Lulu, the important question,
Yeah.
is the special jazz temporary?
Well, no, the special jazz is not temporary, but I can't really put it on more than one person.
Lulu, how much trouble? How much trouble are you in? Just tell us. I don't care if you
think
stole it.
It was like the shopkeeper gave it to me, or the person working there gave it to me for 5 coppers and was happy with the deal. But then I heard their manager come in and they said, "You sold it for what?" And then I had to leave. So technically the deal was done in good pace and I didn't break any rules. But now this manager man is probably going to be like, "That was worth so much more."
Well, he needs to hire better people then. That's not your fault.
I agree.
That's no. That's not how this works. It's not how this works.
But Ajax,
He was bested by a 10-year-old.
You know,
no. We don't. If someone takes advantage of someone else, you don't say that's what they got. If someone takes advantage of you, Nim, we would never say, "Well, you know what, Nim deserved it."
Nim, do you still have the books with you?
No, I sent it off.
Oh no. Oh my God.
But it was given to me as a gift.
Nim, it's fine. You didn't know.
Well,
However,
I didn't mean to cause trouble. It's just that, I was always told when I was growing up that it's not the money on a gift that counts, but the effort you put into it. So I felt like I had to put effort in to get it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a good gift because it's not about the money. It's about the effort and the thought. And I put a lot of thought into it. Yeah.
You don't ever have to break the law or do anything that puts you under heat for my sake. Okay?
Oh, okay.
But
I just didn't want you to think I was trying to buy your friendship. Because...
Well, wouldn't you have just told me that you stole it in the first place if you didn't want that?
I didn't steal it.
Oh, sorry.
It was a spell. I mean, I could maybe teach it to you sometime too, but it...
Lulu, you know how difficult magic is. And you know how hard it is to contain that magic into an item and to specialize it and craft it. You've robbed someone of their hard work on creating this magical item. It was worth the time and the effort that they spent learning the craft to be able to make it. And you have shorted them.
What if Lulu pays them back later?
That's up to Lulu.
You have to agree to that first. You can't do that and then ask for it after. But unfortunately, it's already been done. We now need to figure out what to do now. Because, as you can see, our friend here might be in some trouble.
I'm really sorry.
We'll talk about it later. It's okay. You meant well.
I just feel really bad because I feel like I got everybody in trouble. And I know everybody
Mostly
already
you.
hates me, but I don't think they hate you guys. And I don't want them to hate you guys too.
You just won this tournament. We got you in so that people would not hate you anymore. Look, they were celebrating you.
Well, I
Don't you
feel
want to-
bad, and I'm really sorry.
If you would like to settle your debts, that is still an option.
I don't have 50 gold. That's
Not
so
yet.
many gold.
It
No.
could be a goal to work towards.
And honestly, it should have been less than that. Like, Sensei, please. It should have been like 20 gold. He was definitely hustling a little bit there.
Lulu,
50
why don't you
gold.
make one of these books then? Make the set.
I
so that we-
might.
Okay. That could be a way to atone for your debt.
Okay.
I can help.
Okay.
If
I can make a magic book.
And you will see the true cost.
Okay. That sounds great. But what are we going to do about our current issue?
A doctor.
Hide.
he,
Go to, yeah, the doctor. They will never think to look
no.
for me there.
It's not the doctor.
yeah, we'll just hide. We're just passing through anyway. Just we'll go to the doctor and lay low. Does candy take a lot of effort and time to make?
I think it depends, but yeah, probably.
Good candy.
Why?
I was just thinking
Okay.
aloud. Let's go to the doctor.
Should we hide, Lulu, or what?
No,
What's
just
the plan
I'm
of
gonna
action?
take the scarf that's right and just throw it over her head.
She
Lulu, are
wraps
you
it
able
over
to
her head.
disguise yourself?
Let's see. She might be able to.
Or even is it the
She can slip inside of her lamp.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We'll carry you.
Yeah.
oh yeah, but can we sleep first?
First thing
Yeah.
in the morning, we'll go to the doctor.
Let's give some rest.
But perhaps, Lulu, you should sleep in the lamp just to be safe.
Okay.
Well,
It's pretty
in the-
cozy in there. I have a little a day bed.
Right, now you go to your lamp and you think about what you did.
Oh, like punishment. There's toys in there. It's nicer in there than it is out
You
here.
just go. I don't need to know.
Oh, I have a pony in there. Okay. Oh no. She like pretends to sulk and trudges into her lamp.
Scorpio tied on his belt.
Mm-hmm. You do see there's a little hobby horse that she's like hopping up and down on when she's in her lamp.
Snim's gonna go by the post office and see if they've already sent off the bundles from earlier that morning.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm gonna roll to see if they have it. Evens or odds?
Avens.
What was that?
Odd. I got a 5. They already sent it off.
Well, oh, I'll just, when Mum gets it, I'll just write in the book, "Hey, Mum, can you send this back?" And then I'll give her the address wherever we are. It's fine.
I hope so. I don't want Lulu getting in any more trouble as it is.
It's just I really like it, Ajax.
I understand. It's a great gift, but can't just take things from people. But I know you didn't. But Lulu has to learn.
People take things all the time.
Doesn't make it okay.
All right. What if I convinced someone to? Didn't you just convince them to sell it for less? What if? What is that not okay?
Convincing somebody versus using a spell are two different things. I don't think we should always fall back to trying to take advantage of somebody in those situations because it's not going to work on everyone. It's just not
Speaking
fair to
of,
people.
Scorpio, give me a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Ooh, high math, but dirty 20.
So your knowledge of hanging out with Lulu and especially like kind of coming in contact with the type of magic she and her patron perform, you might have heard of the spell or have knowledge of the spell, and it's distort value. You've noticed that she's able to make things look nicer or less nice depending on whatever mood she is in. She can completely obfuscate the value of something. And when you were camping with her, you kind of figured this out, as sometimes she would make things look nicer or less nice, as was her.
Suddenly a silver piece was a gold piece, or...
Yes. Sometimes she came up with money for your travels that confused you a bit.
But the question stands, does it, like, if she were to change alchemy, like, into gold, would it spend like gold? Like, to everybody else, would it persist?
It's less like she can make gold change value, but more so that she can make an object seem like something it's not.
To one person, right?
Yeah. So
targeted.
And it basically lasts for 8 hours, and then after that the object goes back to its former state. However, in this case, she took the object with her.
Right.
So, yeah.
Beans.
Is it manipulative? Well, but she didn't have the money and she wanted to buy a nice gift. Is it her fault she doesn't have money?
Aww.
Yes. But
Does she not deserve to be able to buy her friends nice gifts?
No. But that doesn't mean that the person that made the gift deserves to have it taken from them.
That's true.
If they
were bad, would that be okay?
Heavy question.
Depends on who you ask. If you ask me, I say yes. You ask someone else, they might say no.
Okay.
Ajax, your mind drifts back to your old crew and to people like Bindi, whose morality on such things is very wavering.
I don't think Lulu had bad intentions at all with this. I just think that there are some people that could have bad intentions to take advantage of that same kind of privilege. Because imagine you had a store. This was your livelihood. And you worked really hard to put these books and these whatever you were selling, and you found out that someone convinced you to sell one of your products for cheaper than what it was worth. You wouldn't feel great, would you?
I guess not.
But at the same time, Lulu is young. She just wanted to do something nice for you. And I understand that. But in this world, there's consequences to those things that I don't want to have to put her through, but somebody else will. I may not agree with it or disagree with it, but those guards don't care.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's all very confusing.
The world is extremely confusing, but right now, especially being young, I just like to prioritize the consequences versus what's right or versus wrong.
So think about the consequences first.
Think ahead. Weigh the
Right.
negatives and the cons and what you're doing and what will happen afterwards. And who else it might
Right.
affect.
Yeah, you know what? I even told her that whole seeking forgiveness, whatever the heck she said, was bad. Yeah. I think I get it. I don't know. Can you carry me?
Yes, come on.
Puppies.
I know it's a lot.
Back at the inn, I want to say
Mhm.
that Scorpio and Valym are back up in the room. Scorpio's been like making the beds and stuff, and it's just like casual conversation.
Are you planning on staying here tonight or back in the stables?
If Lulu's sleeping in the lamp, I'll probably stay here. It's easier.
There's room for you.
And he'll
Yeah.
pull out one of the beds.
Yeah, I'll probably sleep here. It's yeah. I don't have to worry about running into Sunflower again, potentially.
Well, I hope you got what you wanted out of the tournament. Sorry for beating you, but
It's a weird thing to apologize for.
you're right. I'm not really that sorry.
That makes it way worse. You realize that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. How about that?
Stop saying I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to turn into an ape and throw you out of a damn
Oh,
window.
no.
But I am sorry that we've delayed seeing this doctor for so long.
I don't
How are you
care.
feeling?
I don't care. I don't expect to get any answers. If push comes to shove, I'll just find a new curse and replace it and make it worse.
That is one way to do it.
I literally had considered going to Lulu's aunt and trying to force her to bite me, scratch me, and if it didn't work, I might die. But
Do you think that one lycanthropy would overpower another, or would you become a hybrid, or...
I don't know, but I would have more answers than I do now. I wouldn't. I got turned into a rat because I listened to Ajax about feeding rats to a stupid assistant's snake.
This is Ajax's fault?
Not directly, but no one is at fault because it is just a situation of circumstance. The
It
forsaken.
sounds something like I would say.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
Oh,
Apparently,
you should
I'm
be.
the reasonable one. You're right. I'm sorry. You see how that sounds? See how it sounds?
I liked it.
I don't know. It's just all stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid.
Ajax walks in carrying them.
Nim fell asleep.
I am a druid that has celestial blood, that is a were-rat, who was not dating someone who was part of a syndicate and would not tell her family about me. In a city where my friend loved to tell me that they were sorry they beat me. It's been a long 3 days. Oh, also, there's a God's forsaken alligator beast waiting at the stable with the horse. Xander's dead.
No, don't say that. You've
What you
overwhelmed
said was so shocking, Gabe. He was just like slipped into another timeline. You're back.
Just
There
so
he
can you
is.
come back like, I'm sorry.
In
Alligator
character.
beast waiting with the horse that we were apparently going to give to the child, and I don't know if they can hear us. That's fine. But Scorpio, we are not equipped to take care of 2 children. We can barely manage 1.
I'm not gonna lie, I spaced out in the middle there just a little bit, but I got the gist of what you were saying. And what it sounded like was, you're my friend. That's what I heard. You said it. And you are right. We are not equipped to take care of these children, but these people have chosen to come and learn from us. We can only do so much but recognize them as individuals. We are learning from them as well.
And Scorpio sort of pats the lamp.
You are learning from them. Do not use a resounding we if it is not a we.
I think that you may be learning more than you think. And I think it's time for bed.
And Scorpio does a backflip to the top bunk.
Why is Scorpio so cool? Believe
That was
it.
reassuring. All you did was correct me.
I'm not meant to reassure, and I'm sleeping.
Oh, shoot.
But Valym,
Believe it.
Yes, Ajax.
you know he means well, right?
That doesn't mean anything. And
What do you want then? What do you want? What do you want?
I don't know if it matters. I can't. I
It
literally.
does. You're
I
part of
opened-
this too.
I opened up to
Okay.
him and he said, "I'm not meant to be reassuring," and then just went to sleep on me.
He does this all the time.
He's the person. He doesn't. I've known him longer than you. You've known him for a week and a half.
Maybe he forgot.
You realize how that's worse, right?
He has a memory problem. I'm gonna go sit next to Valym. I'm going to shut up and you talk to me. How do you feel?
Ajax, I feel like if the were-rat took over me tonight, I might let it happen because then I don't have to make choices that are ignored anymore.
Like what?
We talk about making choices together, but we do that maybe 1/5 of the time. We never agreed to bring Lulu with us. Lulu just came along. We didn't necessarily agree to even come to this place together. We just ended up here. We haven't stopped or slowed down in days. And I keep trying to lie to all of you because we just keep doing that to each other or to people we meet because we have talked about lying being bad, but then lying is good. And so I keep trying to do one or the other to fit in, and it just keeps feeling wrong. And when I lie to all of you, I either feel sick or you just never know that I'm lying, which is almost worse. And then if I never tell you, I decide it might be better to just die with my secrets. So if I turn into a were-rat, at least Valym can sleep. Potentially forever. Not even death, but just sleep. Because then Valym doesn't have to make choices that feel wrong anymore. For the first time, think that Chaw Ironside might have been right.
And you hear Scorpio mull in his sleep.
The butt.
I'm going to stab you. I think Chaw might be right, that I don't belong in this place.
You know what, Valym? I understand. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. And I hope that we can do the best that we can to make this a better experience for you.
What purpose do I have with all of you? Ajax, what do you think that is?
I don't think any of us have a particular purpose. I think we're just friends.
Why?
No one knows. You're not supposed to know. It's okay not to know. It's something that we'll all eventually probably understand. But right now it's confusing. Do you think, you know my background. I used to do terrible things, and now I'm fathering a child that I do genuinely love. But I would have looked at myself, me 10 years ago, I'd probably think I'm crazy. And sometimes I do miss it a lot, and I do feel out of place all the time. There's not a single night that doesn't go by where I just wake up and think of just going through the window and leaving. I feel like an imposter sometimes. But whenever I'm reminded of what we've been through in such a short amount of time and how much good and bad we've struggled through, how much I've learned, how much we've all grown together, I realize that I think the end goal is worth the experience. The pain, the confusion, the happy times, the down times, it's all worth it at the end of the day. And I don't think that you and I are going to probably ever feel like we fit anywhere. So all I have to do is try.
I want to, though.
Me too.
I guess that works.
You know, maybe that's our purpose.
To be miserable? Oh.
No, I hope not. I really don't. I really hope not, Valym. But I think it's to help each other out and get to whatever other side that we don't see yet.
Ajax, I'm not okay. I am a celestial-blooded were-rat.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's not okay. I am so far from okay. I just okay. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. At least I promise not to lie to you if you ask me a question. If you promise to try not to involve me in lies while I'm around, at least.
Promise.
Okay, because if you don't lie around me, then I don't have to be involved. That's fine. I just don't want it. Nature doesn't lie to each other. Animals don't lie to each other. When people started introducing themselves with fake names, I didn't understand it. If you say your name is Charles, I'm going to call you Charles.
Right.
Ludwig is stupid. Don't say Charles if it's Ludwig.
I promise.
Okay. This world is stupid.
Well, if you'll excuse me, you kicked my ass earlier, so I'm gonna go hit the hay.
Valym goes to lay down and takes a dip of the psychoactive fluid.
Okay.
Is this from Leander or something else?
Nope.
Oh.
Something else. That is from. Do you remember what it's from, Jasmine?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
It was from the Phimofron plant. Well, it was decanting.
Yeah. It was from. I
guess it was from. It was at Leander's place. Yeah.
No. It was Monterey's.
That's right. Yeah.
It was there was like a toxic runoff. You guys had to do a roll to see if you could decant off the toxic stuff that like boils to the top, and then drink the extract that was like. Make a Constitution save.
All that to say.
So close to a 1. 21.
21. You don't take any damage. You don't die.
That's a possibility. Awesome.
You wouldn't die outright, but it would. You have lucid dreams that night.
Ooh, fun.
You find yourself in places unfamiliar, faced with people unfamiliar. Some of them humanoid in shape, others as though living embodiments of heat and light. they drift in and out of your periphery. And even when you awake, you cannot shake the feeling that people are watching you, that there is always someone watching you, keeping an eye on you, keeping a hand above your head, as it were, to shield you from harm.
Interesting.
Like bad trip, good trip.
Yeah, yeah. Always watching you, but
Yeah.
watching out for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's not, it doesn't feel completely comforting. It feels strange. It feels unsettling, and it feels overstepping in ways, you know?
Yeah, like I'm someone's pet. Like they care for me, but also
Yes.
they. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You wake up a little bit, like I said, unsettled. Almost like you didn't sleep, but more so just daydreamed through the night. And you all enjoy the benefits of a long rest.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Ugh.
Need
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Spells back.
Yeah, when Ajax wakes up, Nim is curled up next to him somehow.
Mm-hmm.
As if in the middle of the night he went over.
Ajax, your back is killing you, because when you wake up, on one side you have Nim, and on the other side you have Lulu, that you notice at some point woke up and crawled into bed as well.
Oh my
And you
God.
slept on your side, wedged in between these two children, with your arms
It's
kind
like
of
a
above your
horn
head.
in the back.
Yeah. There's like a
Like a
horn in your
foot
back and a
kind of-
foot. Yeah. You see, like, Lulu's green foot is like pushed up against your chin.
What? Hello? What?
Oh, sorry. I got back and then I was tired, so I went back to bed. But I woke up early and I got us a ticket
A ticket?
What?
for the doctor.
Oh,
Oh, it needs tickets?
Well, yeah, there's a wait, but I went early and I got us a ticket. And then when she calls our number, then we go.
thank you.
Otherwise, we'd have to sit there and wait, and that would be.
Oh.
I hate waiting. She doesn't have good toys in the lobby, Nib. It's really bad toys. She doesn't have
Well,
like
thank you.
you know that thing with the you get to try to put the ball in the hole. You gotta. She doesn't even have that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like it's this thing, and it's got this maze on it, and there's a ball in it and a hole at the bottom,
It's
and you
okay.
gotta.
I'm not awake yet.
Oh,
Lulu, thank you.
yes.
This
Of
was a very
course.
considerate gift. It didn't cost anything, right?
No, you just
I
gotta
hope
go
not.
and take a number.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
We're
if-
number 32, and when I was at Dart, they were on number 12. So we got a little bit
Oh.
of time.
Okay.
When did you go?
This morning at 6 a.m. in the morning. You guys sleep in a lot. I'm always the first one awake.
You're so energetic.
Well, you didn't get beat up yesterday, doo-doo.
I'm sorry, damn.
It's okay.
I
I'm
gotta
just
say,
saying.
though, fighting with you is lots of fun. We're gonna fight a lot when we're married.
When we're what?
How
We're
are you
ready.
feeling this morning, Valym?
I slept. I'm all right.
You seem troubled.
I'm mad at you.
Oh, sorry. I must have done something. I have a bit of a memory.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember. I'm just kidding.
See?
It was a joke. It was a joke. Vadim, well, I'm gonna go have breakfast. I'm glad you're still here. Nim grabs Lulu's hand and scurries up to go get breakfast first.
Was that ominous?
I don't know. It sounded a little ominous, especially when
No,
Nim
it
said
wasn't. No, it wasn't ominous.
But
No.
Nim wasn't Nim was asleep for all the conversations we had.
He still has a very sad face.
I
Poor
will beat
Nib.
you up, both of you.
I already did that to you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I showed you mercy.
Oh.
Okay, Nim cares. Nim just has a certain way of delivering things. You leave a lot.
I really don't.
You.
When was the last time I left?
You left in the stables.
You mean when all the beds were filled?
I was up on the floor. I was in the bathtub. You moved me.
Yeah, that's not a good place to sleep. When was the last time I left before that?
When you walked in the woods. Several times. I'm not saying that you left and didn't come back. Just Nim cares about you. Same way he cares about me and Scorpio. And sometimes he gets worried. That's all.
I don't
work with us, please.
What have I been doing this entire time? I have never criticized Nim to his face on anything he says. And
Nim, it's so good to see you back with breakfast.
Pancakes.
Thank you, Nim.
I think this is adult business, Nim. We should
No,
go.
it's fine. Look, Ajax says I leave a lot. I just didn't understand what that meant.
No, I just heard what you said last night.
Oh, see, that makes way more sense. Pancakes.
That's pancakes will make us all feel better.
People are hard to read. I'm a druid. God.
This is delicious.
These are as big as my head.
Well, let's go, yeah.
We still have the ticket.
Are you ready, Valym? Are you scared? I know doctors can be scary. They poke you with sharp objects. Sometimes it hurts, even when they say it's not going to hurt. It usually hurts. How are you feeling?
Especially because she's a fang doctor. Those are the worst kinds.
And now you
right,
do
she's a
notice,
dentist.
despite how much sugar and candy Lulu eats, her fangs are very immaculate little goblin fangs.
Oh. If she asks,
she's evil. She's always drilling and poking and filing and telling me I need to not eat all the candy in the tappy.
okay, but if she asks, I don't have any teeth.
Also, you're not supposed to be out by yourself, Lulu. People are looking for you. What if you had gotten kidnapped?
Oh, I don't know. I do a pretty good job getting by on my own sometimes. I wanted to get the ticket so that you wouldn't have to wait to make up for the hardship I put y'all through.
Well, that's like part one of making it up, but thank you.
What's part two?
I don't know. You'll have to decide.
Oh, you gotta make me think of things. Oh,
It might
God.
not even be a two-parter.
Oh.
It might be like a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10-parter. But this was nice. Thank you.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I'm not one to judge. Let's go.
By now it's about 8 a.m. When you open the doors of the inn and make your way out into the street, it's actually like kind of starting to wake up. The morning mist is clearing. It's a beautiful sunny day. You can hear people kind of walking and going about their business, opening up their shops, children playing, animals being herded through the streets, all of the normal comings and goings of a day. As the city wakes up from its slumber, you do recall where Dr. Sundaram's sort of clinic is, as it was told to you when you were out drinking. You walk down a quiet little alley, past a rug shop, past a noodle shop that is still closed until lunchtime, all the way at the end to a very unassuming little clinic. It says Dr. Sundaram's with 2 fangs on each side of it and a big smile kind of in the middle. The lobby when you come in is about half full. You see that there is a small gnome sitting there with a chipped tooth, kind of looking at it, in like a small looking glass in their hand. You see another child with like a big lump, like holding ice to like what looks to be a very swollen jaw. And you see a couple of other individuals, a dwarf and a half-elf, sitting there calmly. Just as you come in, your number is called.
So do we go in with him, or does he go in by himself? Or...
I don't know.
Oh,
You might as
We
well
as
look, and
guardians?
then
Okay.
it's better if I was just there. Like,
We'll protect you.
oh,
Yeah. We'll just walk in together.
Yep.
When you walk in, you see like a chair that doesn't really lean back, some medical tools, and very clean, almost polished because it's been rubbed down so many times. Wooden tables and counter space around you. Tons of bottles of tinctures and things like that. And even a magic scroll or 2. The woman in front of you has brown skin, angled eyebrows, and is actually missing one eye. She has a eye patch over it. She's wearing a high collar kind of like a Chinese collar style suit and pantaloons. She pushes her spectacles up her nose as she sees you all enter, and she says, "Good morning, I'm Dr. Sundaram. How can I help you today?"
Hi, I have been infected with a case of therianthropy of the were-rat variety, and I was told you could help.
She like looks past the curtain and she's like, yes, I see your fangs are bothering you.
Yes, quite.
Right. Well, this is definitely something I might be able to help you with. Why don't you take a seat?
Okay.
Scorpio will look back at where we came in. You said there was a curtain. Is there any sort of like door to close?
Yeah. In fact, there
Okay.
would be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Scorpio will like slowly shut the door behind and like stand guard by it.
Mm-hmm. And she turns to you as you she kind of gives you a nod of approval as you do that, Scorpio, and she says, I usually only take clients of the other nature at night. I have to tell you, I don't publicly disclose that I look into matters of, any type of tropy. It's more of a hobby of mine or interest of mine, and I have to keep it a bit under wraps, given some of the clandestine nature of my work. But I'm very excited to hear about your case.
Valym, are you okay?
You're a dentist who's a hobbyist?
Well, there's not very many people who handle these types of curses. But I'm excited to hear. So when did you first realize that you could turn into a were-rat? How did that come to be? Was it a bloodline curse? Is this something that is descended from generation to generation, or were you bitten, or were you born like this, or did you have a bad interaction with a fae? I have so many questions. Honestly, the source is always the most interesting thing to me.
I was bitten by a were-rat, and they turned me into a were-rat. And it was about 4 or 5 days ago, maybe a week, I have thusly taken a formula of silvery variety that has staved off my transformation, but now I am hoping to remove it. Or if I can't remove it, replace it with something else.
Well, I have been studying curses and hexes for quite some time, although initially my study was in the field of more restorative nature. But there might be some treatments that could help you. The silver tincture, that's actually quite interesting. I help your friend Lulu with her aunt with a similar mixture.
That is exactly why I knew to come here.
You seem apprehensive.
The first thing you said was you're excited about my case. It has not been an exciting thing for me.
Well, yes, no, you're right. My enthusiasm may be a bit off-putting.
Slightly.
You're not supposed to show your own personal emotions to your client.
Well, I don't agree with that at all. I think the cold clinical nature of most medical practitioners is why they are so off-putting to their clients. I take a personal interest in each and every one of my patients.
Can you undo this curse on me?
Well, let's pop down into the study and see if we might have something that can help you.
Yay!
I mean, I don't think any of
name?
these dental tools are going to help.
Dr. Sandra?
What's your first name?
Sunita, but for you, Dr. Sundram will do just fine.
Okay.
It needs first names before secondary location.
She gives you a very close look, and as you say okay, she says, she rolled really high on her observation. Do you brush every day? Have you been eating a lot of sweets lately?
Can you just replace my were-rat lycanthropy with
Sorry, I was just
normal lycanthropy?
right.
Or something?
Let's pop down into the study. And she takes
look.
you.
If you want to mutate me, we can figure out a way to mix in dragon blood or something. I don't care. I know where I can get some. Just not a rat.
Oh, honestly, a transmutation to a dragonborn might not be a bad idea. And
Didn't say to a dragonborn.
Dragonborn are very nice individuals. She opens a door off to her left as she leads you down a winding staircase into a very large basement.
This is not a dentist.
Well, I mean, the dental work is what pays my day-to-day bills. The rent on this place isn't cheap. I mean, look at this basement. And it is massive. It has vaulted ceilings. There's sort of like sconces on the walls with a torchlight flickering back and forth. And before you see tables, bottles, books, tinctures of every nature. And on these tables, you see mummified corpses and all types of experiment. You see a giant hourglass on one end, a table with a giant metal suit on it. And the smell is what hits you first. You smell almost like it smells like not like formaldehyde, but like it stings your nose like pop rocks. And there is a distinct sort of metallic taste to the air. There is like a fresh air or fresh like sort of breeze being pumped in from a sort of vent that's in the side of the room. And there's also a back door that leads out. The room itself is very crowded, and there's some shrouded things kind of hanging from the ceiling and kind of bundled through with twine. And you see some cages. The bars are so close together, or rather the large wooden slats are so close together, you can't quite see what's inside, but you hear like motion and movement. And as she leads you down, she says, she turns around on one heel, hands together, and she says, "So, let's get a drop of your blood. And that'll be where we take our first break."
Oh! She's gonna dissect you.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
She wants to study you.
So we're gonna leave.
What?
I want Valym to catch like a Pokemon of lycanthropy. Just every animal.
Yeah, what's in those cages though?
Oh my god. Yeah, let's go to break.
We will be right back. Get up,
Holy
stretch,
sheesh.
get some water. We're going to be right back after this break. And we are back. They can't hear us. Okay.
Wait.
Cool. Wanted to make sure.
Hello. I heard that, right?
It was just
Yeah.
a
Okay.
quick
I think
echo.
it's done now. Yeah, it's gone now. It's gone. It's gone.
Y'all scared me with the echo talk.
It was there, but it's gone now.
Twitch subs look different now. Like it shows the name in chat and stuff. Like when in chat when like someone gives subs, there's like the big name.
Yeah, it's different now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Makes
gift
it visible.
subs. Wonderful viewers.
I like that.
Sorry for the longer break. That was me scrambling last minute, but we're back.
Plot it all together.
So she stands in front of you. There's like a weird mist kind of pervading the room, almost like it's intentionally kept kind of humid in here. And she has numerous almost like it feels a lot like a humidor, like a greenhouse. And yeah, she looks at you, hands folded in front of her, kind of expectantly.
What are you going to do with my blood?
I'm going to attempt to see if I can ascertain exactly what kind of curse is afflicting you. And before you even realize what's happening, she kind of spins on her heel and walks over to like a stack of books on the floor and snaps one up. And she says, "See, here, some people think that in Caraway's conglomeration of curses, he discusses that lycanthropy is not actually a curse, but rather something different. And we have evidence, including in this druidic compendium, that in fact people that could not learn to shapeshift through communing with nature attempted to pervert it somehow, thereby grafting their very souls to animals, creating the lycanthropy condition, as it were. And here," and she picks up a rather large tome and like slaps it on the table in front of her. She rapidly switches to a page with like an eclipse on it. She says, "Here, it is said that lycanthropy actually, the reason that it's connected to the moon has a lot to do with the reflection of power. Much like the moon merely reflects the light of the sun and produces no light of its own, there are actually parallels between that and the power of lycanthropy. That maybe perhaps what you are doing is channeling the power of a deity, but reflecting it rather than the power coming from your own, thus the perversion. You see, we don't actually know that lycanthropy is a curse. It could be any number of things. It's rather fascinating." I only need a drop. She rushes forward with like a vial.
There's celestial nature in my blood. Please don't be weird about it.
I have zero interest in celestials, honestly. A lot more interest in, She corks it. Kind of trails off, looking at it, interestingly.
We wrapped that? Okay. Let's make sure. Just want to make his hand up. Okay.
She looks over at
I'm just
Lulu.
gonna bleed.
Lulu, how is your auntie doing?
Oh, she's doing pretty good. I could use some more of that silver mixture, though. That will be pretty good.
Can I start, like, not, if she's distracted doing that, I just want to start, like, flipping through her books or seeing, like, the titles that she's got and some of the other stuff, like, what all is
Yeah.
available.
Give me a... Let's see. Give me a intelligence check. Or Arcana.
Oh, nat 20! Yay!
You notice that she has a lot of books on, I guess like like flesh alchemy almost. She has a lot of books on like being biracial in a D&D context, books on how liches are created, books on flesh golems, books on reanimation, lots of books on restoration, the management of pain, and even on transmutation, like how to replace limbs with other ones, and then research on things like Dragonborn and Tieflings. With a nat 20, you would see that as well.
Oh God, the temptation. Okay. I want to start looking through, I guess I won't make a big deal about it. Just try to like start looking through the reanimation.
Okay. Yeah.
Liches. and then tieflings. I don't know how far I'll get before, like she notices. That's the order.
Yeah, she's turning the vial over in her hands. She kind of goes over to a shelf full of tinctures and suspensions of different colors and nature, and tons of different dizzying sort of a assortment of bottles. She pulls one off and like kind of hands it to Lulu, and in return, Lulu hands her a coin. You notice she's like kept it separate. She turns back to the vial of blood and kind of like turns it over in her hands. And she like, before continuing like to do tests on it and clearing out some space on a table, her table is like covered in books, candles, bottles. She looks to you, Valym, and she says, but you said something about turning it into something else. So you believe it's a curse?
It's something. It's a compulsion.
A compulsion.
A magical compulsion that I cannot control. There's something that activates. There is a second stream of consciousness inside of my body that is bestial in a nature that I cannot comprehend or control. And that is the problem.
Mood.
Says Scorpio.
Yours is a memory thing, okay? Right?
That's actually rather an interesting notion, because I actually have a couple of tomes that have described the condition. I don't like to call it a disease, but the condition of lycanthropy, like a possession. In fact, some cultures believe that it can be passed from parent to child, sometimes skipping a generation even. And she like rushes over to like another bookshelf. Nim, give me a stealth check to see if she notices you poring over the books as she like goes to snap up another tome. Sorry.
Okay.
Not
Stealth?
a tome. Yes. Just to see how well you blend in with your surroundings, not that you're like physically hiding under something.
8.
You kind of are obviously like flipping through the pages. Which one?
I cover my face with the book so
the cover
I
is
can't see
visible.
her.
Yeah.
So she probably can't see me.
Which book are you reading when she does this?
The first one, Reanimating.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of like halfway through a sort of like what looks to be a large runic circle describing the difficulties of binding the soul to the flesh and how to avoid that being a weak connection, and how a weak connection results in zombies. This is like what the section you're reading when she you feel the book kind of get tugged and her face appears behind it.
Oh, what?
I don't know if this is appropriate for children.
Why?
Well, necromancy is something that is best left to study later in life.
It's just dead things.
She looks over at the adults in the party.
He's like this.
I bury the dead.
Well, there is a certain responsibility that comes with the art of reanimation that children shouldn't make those types of decisions.
Well, I like books. It's better to know than not. What if someone came to me with something that had been reanimated multiple times? I would like to be able to recognize such things. I'm just trying to expand my craft.
Nim, would you like to take a walk?
Can I just look at some of the others?
How about this one? She pulls another book off the shelf. And this one is A Beginner's Guide to Herbology and Healing. You know what? This one's great. It actually has some great illustrations. It'll help you identify useful herbs.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I learned my first healing potion from that one. She pats you on the head. A little doctor in the making. I love it. If you flip to page 32, there's actually a great toothache salve you can make in there as well. Cloves. They're nature's bounty. And she turns back and grabs the book she's looking for.
When she walks away, though, I'm going to just swap the books and grab the lich one next.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Nice.
Okay, hopefully this goes better than the stealth check. Oh, 5. I feel like I grab a few on accident. And like
Yeah, it's less that she notices because she's kind of preoccupied and more that you grab the wrong book. So in your attempt to be sneaky, instead you pull out a second book that describes let me see what this I have like a list of them here.
A secret spell that is super powerful.
Let me see which of these you grab.
Right? Accidentally
Oh my
get some
gosh.
cursed
Okay,
tome.
I got a 3.
The
Some of
Necronomicon.
these are so stupid. You pull out a book on the binding and sort of like ornamentation of horns.
Huh?
Yeah, like how to coax your horns to grow into different ways and how to deal with groans
Like bonsai?
horn. Yeah, and how to deal with horns that have like curved back and started to grow into the, poke into the skull. So it's like on the management and ornamentation of horns. And it has like a photo on the cover of a gazelle that like looks kind of confused and like the horns are growing in lopsided directions.
I'm gonna flip through it and look at some of the designs if there's any illustrations.
Yeah, there are. There's like the history of horn binding and as well as like the management of painful horns in infants when they start to break the skin. And like there's like you
Wow.
see photos of like, crying baby tieflings like as the horns are poking out.
No. I
And there's-
flipped to like the fashion side of it, the fashion chapter.
There's in that section is called teething. And it's a very upsetting time in tiefling infants. Yeah, tiefling infants' upbringing when they go through the painful process of horns emerging.
Teething.
This is stupid. Okay, no. Liches. And I'm like saying under my breath, liches.
I like to think though that they have like squishy horn covers that you can put when your baby is teething.
Little ways to like
ease the
soothe
pain.
and numb the area as the
Yeah.
horns break the skin. Yeah, it's very, very cute.
I will say though, Scorpio does pull Ajax aside.
Okay.
I did intend to go for a walk though. I am nervous about Lulu having been seen getting this ticket, and all of this seems a little under the table.
Yeah, it's I don't know how I feel. But Valym seems to be comfortable so far, slightly. There's a little look on his face. I'm not sure where he's at, but he was quick to, So, hopefully, this is weird. I'll go for the walk with you if you want to.
Okay. We'll just keep an eye out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll stay guard.
So where do you head to?
So this is like like a basement, and then there's like the operating room?
Yeah, there's like small like dentistry front up top, and then there's a door in the back of this that leads out to what you imagine is a back door to the street or a sewer. You're not quite sure.
Gotcha. So first of all, Scorpio is going to gently open the door that he had shut before in the main room and check to see on like how are the other patients reacting to the doctor like no longer being available. You said that you have to pull a ticket, so I assume it's busy.
Oh yeah. You notice that now the waiting room is a little bit more full. There are a couple of people who are quite annoyed. One lady takes her child out hurriedly and says, "We'll just go to the healer in the next village over."
But nobody's looking like violent.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, not
So-
at least. Give me an insight check.
Okay. It's not good. 7.
Yeah, no, everything seems up on the,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah, I
seems
feel
very
like
calm.
the door cracks open and Scorpio and Ajax pop their heads like through and just kind of looking.
Seems all right.
Ajax, give me a perception check.
This is fine.
I feel like the curtain is sort of sheer, but we're still looking through it.
Mm-hmm.
Said perception.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. That's the wrong thing. That is a 13. Oh, it'd be worse.
So, with a 13, you do see like a very large package being kind of dragged on what looks to be like a makeshift hand cart. As an individual is like kind of waiting or walking down the street, looks in, sees the doors locked, and starts to go around the back like a delivery person.
Be right back.
Okay,
I'm
everything
gonna
looks
go.
fine to me. And Scorpio will
keep-
post up.
Yeah, I'll be right back. So I'll go back downstairs.
Okay.
And walk back in, and I'm saying, hey, Doc,
Yes?
were you expecting any packages?
Oh, yes, some of the specimens. Unfortunately, I've had to have them smuggled into the city under the guise of drugs because, you know, doing autopsies isn't exactly legal. But,
What?
well, you know, those people up in Solace Point have very singular ideas of how corpses should be taken care of. But I'll have you know, I pay top dollar for any, you know, cursed remains I can come across. So I've
sorry?
managed to disseminate a cover story that,
I'm sorry, where do these remains come from?
well, from enterprising young individuals who, you know, could use the money and I could use the specimens. And, you know, I just
So people
perform a
just
little...
sell you bodies?
Well, mostly they are monster hunters, you know. A lot of people, they don't see this lycanthropy as, you know, being a good thing. They take it
Are
upon
these-
themselves to dispatch these people and then, you know.
These are bodies of lycanthropes?
Some of them have other curses, honestly.
Just to...
This person was cursed to just have a very purple face for no discernible reason. Trying to figure out how
I
that
think
one stuck.
I saw someone upstairs with a package that they were about to bring around. Not sure if that's for you or what, but they're coming around back.
I'll go meet them.
Wait, Nim, hold on. Wait. Thank you. Are you expecting a package, Doc? Or
Yes, I'm assuming they might be coming around to the back door here.
do you want me to go get it, or are you gonna go get it?
I'm sure they'll knock.
Nothing to worry about, right? Just want to make
I
sure.
mean,
this one.
no, anything that they've brought is, you know.
Doc,
She,
have you
like-
ever killed any of your patients?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Have you ever killed any of your patients, Doctor?
No. I have a pretty good success rate in the sense that I refuse to undertake any drastic measures to try to cure people. I view this a little bit a bit differently than other physicians do, in the sense that, well, if somebody lost a hand, you wouldn't risk their life in regrowing it. I view this as something that can be managed over a lifetime and not something that you should take drastic measures to correct.
Okay.
Even with Lulu's aunt, we're taking a very much wait-and-see approach. We don't want to do anything drastic.
Okay. Well, you already got my blood, so I'm committed.
So you don't know where the bodies come from then?
No, not exactly.
So they could be dug up from graves and you wouldn't care?
I feel like I would notice such an advanced state of decay. You seem alarmed.
I am alarmed! What are you employing grave robbers?
I mean, I doubt they are grave robbers. Well, I suppose I don't exactly do a background check, however. You know, it's very hard to ethically procure specimens. And I can't do my work on live creatures, you know. That would be inhumane.
Right, voluntary. That would be terrible.
Child, these tomes you're holding in your hand, how do you think the knowledge in them was acquired? This is why children should not look into liches. She snaps another book out of your hand. Science demands sacrifice. from time to time, within reason.
Okay. Nim's gonna just walk by that back door where the delivery's supposed to happen.
Yep, Scorpio will post up upstairs just to keep an eye on if anything seems off to him or anybody comes in. He's gonna act.
Just stay with Valym. Make sure he's all good.
Just one thing, Ajax. Just one thing to just work.
I know. We're still here, right?
The fact that you're laughing and smiling means you also feel it coming, Ajax.
I know. But look. You're here. Everybody's here. I'm
I've
comfortable.
already given her my blood, Ajax. Like,
I
we're
know.
committed.
I know. I'm not in a rush to leave. We're
I
good.
know,
Hey, buddy. We're good.
Ajax, do you think Nim's going to try to kill her?
No.
Are you positive?
Positive.
Look me in the eyes and say that.
Positive.
Okay.
Are you
Leo.
going to try to kill her?
No!
Okay, then we're good.
Nobody kill anyone.
We're good. I know it's stressful, but we're all here together. What could possibly go wrong?
You could have stopped. You could have stopped it. We're all here together.
What?
Is the door locked?
The back door?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's locked from the inside.
I'm gonna unlock it and
Papa.
step on the other side of it. I know your dog's so cute.
So cute. Really?
Papa.
Where'd you get a hammer?
A hammer?
No. Stop it.
Does he have
one
a
of
hammer?
those like emergency hammers that like when you have
Oh,
to
we can't
break out of
see
a
it.
car.
Show us, Leo.
Oh,
Where did you get that?
he was just trying to help.
Hammer.
Said you sound scared.
What the hell?
It's a good thing you caught him before he attacked.
He's trying to break you out of the virtual world.
Baby. Damn, dude.
God. Every
Chill.
time Leo has something. I remember one time when he had a fruit cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
fruit cup.
Yeah. He was all about that. I found out that was the second one. He had already eaten one beforehand.
Oh, we love him.
Yeah, the door is latched from the inside with a heavy kind of iron latch that swings back and forth.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna unlock and slip on and stand on the other side of it.
Okay.
Outside.
As you unlock and slip out, you find yourself like in a dark, narrow hallway that kind of lets out to what looks to be like a sluice way that connects to the river.
Sketchy. I'll just wait out here.
Meanwhile, inside, the doctor rolls up her sleeves and puts on like an apron. It has some strange green and purple stains on it. She ties it in the back brusquely and begins kind of performing what looks to be some arcane rituals and science on your blood. She adds like a couple of drops of something, whispers some incantations, puts her hands on either side of the vial as it rests like kind of suspended magically in the air. And as she does, runes appear beneath her hands and you hear like a strange hissing, howling sound come out. And she kind of steps back and she says, well, I think it's focusing on your mic.
On your mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say something.
There we go. I think that works.
And maybe pull forward a little bit because we have a border on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I think the top of your
Might be your
monitor.
shelf. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're like producers over here. She kind of stands back triumphantly and she says, well, it looks like this is lycanthropy of a spiritual nature.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, that means it should be pretty easy to transplant the spirit into something else.
Okay.
Or rather, a fragment of a spirit.
The spirit of a rat?
Well, maybe something in between, perhaps.
What is in between a rat and what?
Well, what type of people passed on this condition to you? You said you were bitten.
Yes,
Do you know much
they were
about them?
were-rats. Were-rat bandits that could turn into small rats. They live in a cave. I don't really ask many questions. I could just kind of burn them. They bit me first.
Right.
There's 3 of them. They're dead now.
Well, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we could transmute the soul into another specimen. I don't know what's going to come out, though.
Sure.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I think you would be free.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And it is when you say the specimen, we mean specifically just the spiritual existence that does this were-rat nature, correct? Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's put it in something else.
All right. We might need your friends on standby or security. Sometimes spirits of this nature can be violent, and we are essentially giving it a corporeal form. It could attack.
Doesn't Nim speak to spirits? Isn't that a thing he does?
Where is your friend Nim?
Where's Scorpio? Scorpio upstairs? He can punch us. He can punch a ghost.
Nim?
Scorpio.
And Scorpio comes like running down, like, yes, Valym, are you okay? Is everything okay? What did she do? Are you fine?
You might have to punch a ghost. Just
where? Show me. Where's the ghost? I'll punch it. I'll punch it good.
I'm gonna go look. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. I'm gonna go try to find Nim.
Well, Nim leans back in because he was just on the other side of the door, assuming he could hear. Yeah. He's like, he pushes the door back open. What?
Are you able to speak to ghosts, like spirits and ghosts? Because there might be one coming out.
Only if it's Marigold.
Oh, okay.
We still might need you. Could you come back, please?
I don't think it's your sister inside of my soul making me a rat man.
All right. Locks the door back up. What? Can I read a book if I help?
Which book?
This book. And he points back at reanimation.
Ajax, your child has a bargaining problem.
What do you say, Doc?
You notice the doctor is very intrigued. Her dark eyes kind of glitter in the flickering torchlight, and she looks interested in you, Nim. She kind of rests her hand or her head on her 2 palms and says to you, "So you want to learn about reanimation, but the means by which such knowledge is acquired is rather distasteful to you."
Yes, definitely, but it's already done and written. I can't help what someone already did.
But if it were up to you, such a tome would not exist, so therefore, why do you get access to it?
What?
According to your sort of set of what you think is right and wrong, such a volume should not be in existence.
No, that's not what I said.
What would you do with such knowledge in your possession?
Well, I haven't read the book, so I don't know what its limits are yet.
Who are you trying to get back?
I don't know. Maybe it's a service I could offer for others.
A service. You know, a lot of people don't want to be brought back.
Yeah, I would only if someone wanted to.
You know, sometimes the only people that want to are the people who are left behind grieving.
Well, I would ask first.
And how would you accomplish such a feat?
By reading another book. I don't know. It must be possible.
There are people who can. She studies your face for a minute, then walks over to the bookshelf, takes the book, comes back, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
I don't think you're going to find the answers you seek in there.
Maybe not, but knowing helps.
But maybe read after we find the ghosts. Nim, please keep your eyes open.
Oh, sure. Yep.
She walks over to 2 tables she has set up. She puts what almost looks to be like a desiccated body on one and then clears off the other one, free of tomes and scrolls and parchment, quills and bottles, and just clears off a space for herself. And then, kind of second guessing herself, she goes back over to the bookshelf and pulls out another tome. This one's small, and she hands it to you. Nim, I should clarify.
Oh, what's this?
It's my own personal notes.
Oh. Why would you give me these?
It's about, well, an individual named only as the Scourge of Sirius, and how his preoccupation with death and its aversion, well, we're still dealing with it. I think it should be prerequisite reading before you read the second tome. It would please me greatly if you read this first.
Okay. And Nim will hand back the reanimations.
No, you can keep both. I trust you. But I would just like you to read the first one first.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she stands back and motions to the table and says to Valym, you'll need to lay down for this.
Just walks over and lays down.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be done. Just do whatever it takes.
Understood.
We'll protect you.
That's... Just get it out. Whatever happens, happens.
Oh, let me try this. Did that work? It worked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Like we're there.
Let's put this way, I guess.
I'm sure
Oh my God.
everything will be fine.
Just want a visual component, you know?
It does. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like someone's gonna pull a lever and lightning will come down and strike a body.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, like out of character, Gabe would not be shocked if Valym died here and is totally fine with it.
Valym would be shocked in that case.
Where
From
are
down the
you
road.
standing,
That was good. That was good.
Scorpio?
That was good.
Yeah.
Where are you standing?
Wherever the ghost is likely to appear, next to Valym's table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nim is here by the books. Ajax, where are you standing?
Ajax is standing a little bit farther back from the table, just in case.
Like here?
Yeah.
Those corpses? Show us the corpses.
This is Lulu.
Yay!
Lulu's hiding
She's not
under
in the
this
lamp?
table.
I thought she was in the lamp.
Lulu's hiding under this table.
Oh.
Is
I'm sorry. You said you want to see the corpses. I'm trying to remember what.
Ooh.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
This is fall fashion 2021.
This one's on the ground.
Work
This
it.
one's in a great
Wow.
pose. I like this one.
Yeah.
That one's sitting by your feet. Nim.
Oh, dope.
Dope.
It's just on the ground? She left a corpse on the ground?
Yeah, she moved that one to make space for her. Valym. Yeah.
is that what I think it is in the background? The big armor? Is that?
Armor that.
Yep. I mentioned
Is
it.
that
Yeah,
what it
there is a suit of
Oh, the
armor,
armor.
in the back of the shop.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you plotting?
I'm just asking.
Yo, just let me get the wear rat out first. Damn. Y'all over here trying to swindle this woman when she's got my blood. Let
Yes,
me
let's get
just
the
be
corpses.
safe first.
Why is there 1,000 in the corner? Hold on. Let me try to figure this out. Just a second. here.
1,000?
There's like
Yeah,
the
the-
number 1,000 in the corner, and it's
Oh, yeah.
bothering me.
1,000
Oh.
lives have been
Oh,
taken
that's-
into this room.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
Is it on like the?
It's in OBS. It's not on the camera. I was like, what is going on here?
Does that mean there was 1,000 floating on our faces at some point?
No. It's only in this cam.
Oh,
Oh, we're getting raided. Hello, raiders. So
Nigga
she,
Oh, hey, next.
the doctor, kind of like stands over your like prone form, Valym,
Mhm.
and she says to you, "This might be rather painful."
That's fine. Do it.
She begins to take almost like a limestone powder and kind of outline your form with it. And once she's done, she takes the remaining powder and kind of like brushes it across her hands, almost like she's about to go rock climbing. She then like places her fingertips together and starts to chant. And you feel like almost like a doom, like a bit of a shockwave kind of go
Take a
through
little
the
bit of
room.
rope and just right down.
Mhm. The Thum kind of like moves some of the scrolls in the books. One of them falls off the stack that's right behind you here, Nim.
I catch it. Monk, I spend a key point and I catch it.
Wait, really?
I will. I will mark down that I'm spending a key point.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. You snatch
Listen,
it.
These are powerful magical items and corpses. We don't want anything
Yes.
accidentally touching anything else.
Hmm. You catch it, and as you do, like you do you look at the cover?
Yeah.
When you read it, you notice it's a compendium on the uses of human bile.
Ooh, what a good humor. And he'll set it down.
Nim, the hair on the back of your neck starts to raise as this ritual begins. And Valym, you start to feel a sickness rising in your stomach. As you do, you feel almost like an animal, a small animal, is beginning to writhe inside what feels like the pit of your stomach and almost claw its way out. You start to feel this spirit come erupting out of your chest with a brutality and with a force that shakes you to your core. Give me a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus.
All right. Let's say 15 total.
Your mind is filled with a blinding sort of like light. The room fades away, and you feel like a carnal desire inside you begin to arise, something you've experienced during the transformation, but you are able to push it down. You are able to maintain control of your flesh. But you also grow aware that there are not one but two spirits kind of now struggling inside your human flesh cage.
Oh, crap. That makes sense.
You start to feel a searing pain through the right side of your body, and you feel that Pilar is trying to help you, but is also being siphoned off in a way. The pain is intolerable.
Valym, are you okay?
You take 2 psychic damage, halved because you succeeded on your wisdom check.
Cool.
And you manage to maintain control. You kind of feel like something's going wrong for the rest of the party, but you also hear a knock at the back door at the exact same time.
Yeah. We all jump.
Am I able to speak?
Yes, you could.
Something's going wrong.
What is it? Do you need help? Doctor, what's happening? Is he all right?
Doctor, I told you I had celestial blood, and there's something else inside of me. Is that going to be a conflict?
You see the doctor's eyes have kind of gone white, and she seems to be focusing, like her eyes have rolled back as she's like focusing on this arcane ritual.
Valym, you can do this. I believe in you. You're one of the most powerful people I've ever met.
Then it would be worse if I die.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
The rapping at the back door is more feverish now.
Ajax, do you want to
I
get
got
that?
it. I got it. And I'll go to the back door. Or attempts to.
Mm-hmm. When you go to the back door, do you open it?
The first who is it?
Delivery
For
Dr. Syndrome.
Can you leave it there?
Leave it on the... It's not exactly the arrangement. Also, I require payment.
How much do you need?
30 silver, as agreed upon.
Is it the bodies person?
I guess so, yeah.
I just
What? Tell them what.
find out where they source their bodies, okay?
Or
Valym, I'm right here with you.
All of you are the worst! Take money out of my pocket, pay the man, and then take it!
money.
I throw 3 gold pieces at Ajax as well as I can.
No,
Nim, don't touch it!
don't pay your grave robber. Oh,
You don't know they're grave robbers, and this
tag out,
not the priority
Ajax.
right now.
Support Valym.
No, Nim, no, not the time. Please stay with Valym.
Scorpio will pass some silver, the winnings from earlier,
No.
to Ajax.
Thank you. I'm broke. All right, I'm gonna come outside.
All right.
Yeah, open the door. And
You see his eyes like looking over your shoulder at the scene that is unfolding. Behind. Yeah.
and I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Shit.
Oh,
You mind your business and I'll mind mine.
Oh, all right. No need to catch an attitude there. Here you go. Here's the stiff. You know, once the doctor's out of whatever you're doing, just let her know the guards are getting kind of suspicious. I greased a few palms to get this through, but people are starting to ask questions. My rates are going up starting next week.
And where are you getting this stuff from?
I thought you said you were going to mind your own business.
All right, you gave me information about guards. That's all right.
I don't
we'll
ask
push.
questions. You don't ask questions.
You kind of, but yeah, okay, fine, sure.
All right, then. He touches his
You on your
hat
way.
and turns around and leaves.
What was he wearing?
You notice he's wearing like a sort of cap or a hat that has half folded up. And like it's pulled down very low, almost like a Sherlock Holmes style hat. And
Deerstalker?
yes, thank you, perfect, a deerstalker. And he's wearing like a dirty brown leather jacket that is kind of like tied around the waist several times with a belt that's like too big, tied around a few times, with dirty black leather pants and scuffed boots. The boots are what catch your attention because they're like a bright yellow. The soles of them are filthy. There's mud caked all around the bottom. Give me a perception check, Ajax.
Galoshes.
Mm-hmm.
The galoshes of grave robbing. We gotcha.
17.
Yeah, you notice that this individual walks with a limp. One of their boots kind of drags across the cobbles a little bit every time. It leaves a very distinct sound in your ear. That's what you notice on. Instead of a clear click, 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 it's like a click, click, click. It's ever so slight, but you pick it up with a 17.
Okay. This is weird. None of my business, though. I'll take whatever he brought and bring it back inside.
Meanwhile, inside your chest, Valym, you begin to hear Pilar's voice. You begin to feel a rushing warmth kind of spike up, almost like a migraine on the side of your head. And you feel like this creature, like I said, almost being siphoned out of you, clawing and clutching to try to stay inside. It is excruciating. And you hear Pilar say to you, I'm gonna help push it out.
Heat it up as much as you need to.
Roger. And Pilar, you feel like your chest starts to grow warm. The heat spreads from the side of your face with blinding pain down into your mouth, through your chest, and you start to feel like this weird spirit-like creature struggle as it almost starts to feel like it's coming up through your esophagus, ready to burst out of your mouth. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 19.
The pain is excruciating, but you manage to hold on to your consciousness. With a burst of fire and a weird screeching sound, an unholy half rat, half demon-esque incorporeal, like kind of like loose at the edges, almost slime-like form comes erupting out of your mouth, dealing you 12 points of damage as the fire comes bursting out with it. As it does, it suspends in air for a brief moment, and then you begin to see this desiccated corpse begin to swell and purple and kind of become engorged with energy as it is almost forcefully pushed down into it.
Oh my god. Neat.
Neat.
You stand there for a brief moment, kind of like shocked, and then you see it begin to move, and the creature that rolls off the table looks nothing like the corpse that was there before, but now almost rehydrated, like those toys you played with when you were young. It comes to life with a sickening, squelching smell and sound, giving out like almost a rat's call as it opens its mouth. Its eyes are cloudy, and half of its jaw sags open, revealing horrific fangs that are now kind of jutting off at an awkward angle. I want to focus on this for a second, though, because I painted it in like 15 minutes before the stream.
Put it in the light.
I know, I see.
Right? Ah, focus, camera.
Oh,
It's not focusing. This is racism. I did such a good job on his moves too.
Yeah, let's see the cabinet's in focus, so put him back where the cabinet is.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, but where we can.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, we got hands.
That looks crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Good job.
I painted that
Yeah, that's
today.
really good.
Thank you. I'm still learning. I'm still a novice painter, so I just wanted to
Oh, it looks great.
show that off
I'm
for a
immersed.
second.
You see the depth.
Yeah.
The disgusting flesh.
Thank you. You see it, Josephine. There was some highlighting work done there. And some,
I see it.
Yeah. Thank
Did
you.
you do a wash?
I made my own wash. Normally, I just cover things in Null
You're-
oil to make them look better. But
Novice painter. I made my own wash.
but I put a dark purple wash on them to make them look extra nasty in the chest cavity. So
Yeah, gross.
Are we
That's great.
roll
do we
for
have to roll
initiative.
initiative?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Gotta destroy the.
Oh no.
Ajax is right here, kind of melding into the darkness, but
12.
12.
Same.
6.
16.
Okay, Ajax.
It ends here.
Ajax was ready to fight.
But it ends here.
That's fair.
I'm assuming that Valym has a higher dex.
+4.
Yeah.
Perfect. Just making sure I keep note of it. All right, Ajax. This thing slides off the table with a horrific smell. Let me see. Since it's the start of your turn and you are here within 10 feet of it, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Yeah. Bad. 24.
You
It
manage
ends
to kind of push away or fight down this horrible retching feeling you feel from the smell. Go ahead and take your turn.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna try to kill it. Yep, I'm gonna attack it, get Belinda out,
Mm-hmm.
and just jump to swing at it. 19 to hit.
Nice.
That hits.
Better.
That is 12 damage. And then it has to roll a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
For the frost?
Yes.
The
Oh, is
frost,
it saving? It's Constitution. I think it's Constitution.
the frost
I don't think it's.
doesn't affect it. So you begin to
Okay.
see the cold kind of branch out, and then it doesn't affect this strange, imbued flesh.
Got you. So yeah, just 12 damage.
Okay, would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
No.
Perfect. Valym, you managed to sit up and swing your legs over the table and knock over this priceless armoire.
Valym jumps up.
Going to pull out short sword,
Mm-hmm.
and then bonus action to ignite it and take a swing.
Woo.
So do you move close to it?
Yeah. So that's a con save, you said?
No, it'll be at the start of your turn.
Okay, cool. Yep. So I'm gonna move up to it, ignite, and then swing across at this
Perfect.
nasty beastie.
Roll to hit.
That is a 21
That hits.
for 9 magical slashing and then 2 fire, so 11 total.
Perfect. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Shoulder to shoulder to Ajax, so the basilisks are touching.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna say you hopped down. You hopped down from this table then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you
That's
are
a
right here.
visual.
The lighting isn't
perfect.
perfect right now, but just know they're back
One
there.
down.
Nim, you're about 20 feet away from this thing.
I'm going to start singing a lullaby to try and get to go to sleep and cast Dissonant Whispers Which...
Oh, I thought you were casting sleep.
No. Now I have to go to sleep forever.
Oh.
It has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Trying to put this into focus, and I feel like I'm finding the weirdest ways to do that. Oh, that's better. A wisdom saving throw.
Could I have bonus action with the lullaby done the unsettling words, because it's bonus action?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it'll be minus whatever it rolls as minus 1. Why I always roll so low? Wait.
Huh?
No, it's a 4. It's a 1.
11.
Oh, okay, it fails.
Okay, perfect.
Dope. Okay. And takes it takes 13 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. So it's going to move this direction towards Ajax and Valym, but it doesn't have very far to go because it's right by the door and it's not smart enough to know to open it.
That's fair.
And I'll just sort of take like one step at a time towards it, or just sing this creepy little lullaby.
Yeah, perfect. I'm trying to think. Does that provoke op attacks? I think it does.
If he goes by them, yeah.
Yeah, so Valym would get an op attack. Ajax, it never left your threat radius, so you don't get one, but Valym would get one.
Not 1 for 7.
That does not hit. Valym is also unsettled by Nim's creepy ass lullaby. And makes a half-hearted attempt to hit the zombie and misses. Scorpio.
Buddy, what happened?
I don't.
You are standing next to the now like sort of half collapsed doctor. She's breathing, but like kind of barely. She seems exhausted. Her face looks dewy with sweat, and it seems like this spell was cast at great sort of cost to her. But you're standing next to her, and Nim, what do you do?
Scorpio remembers like his job was to defeat this ghost that came out of Valym. So he's going to hop up onto the table that Valym was on. As he does, you can see him start casting as normal. There are a few hand signs, and you see like the yellow lightning from the thunderclap come up from Scorpio's feet as they like encircle him. You can see that it changes hue into a light blue color, and as he puts the last hand signal together, he thrusts forward, and you can hear him say "Scorpio sting," and he's casting Witch Bolt on this thing, which is a new spell.
Anime!
Yeah!
Anime!
Okay. That is 22 to hit.
That hits.
So it does 8 points of lightning damage.
Perfect.
And you see this blue sort of lightning arc come out of Scorpio's fingertips on this last symbol. And it strikes this thing, and you can see that it sort of infects it in a way as this blue lightning sort of courses throughout its body. And Scorpio holds that symbol in his hand, and you can see that it is a lasting spell.
So good, so good. With that, I forgot the zombie's turn.
Oh, I was gonna say, but I thought it was really slow. Even slower.
I'm just gonna say it's slower. Okay.
It's just faster next time.
Yeah, it'll be faster next time.
Yeah.
He was just bored.
Summoning sickness.
He's just bored. Oh man. Ajax, it is going to attempt to slam against you with sheer force of will. The sound it makes, like I said, is almost like a burning rat. It's a horrible, sickening sound. Even in its sort of death throes, you feel like this is a very... It seems like it's sort of being driven by sheer carnal instinct and rage. Let's see. The first one definitely misses. The second one is a 21. Because I don't think a 10 hits. Okay. With homebrew creatures, I always have to like remember what it can do. As it slams against you, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
It then kind of breaches its hand into its flesh cavity and tosses something in your direction, Scorpio, since you're kind of standing above it.
Oh.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh, 4.
You feel like this almost like the flesh takes form as it's flying at you and becomes this very strange tentacle-like creature. It attaches onto you.
He's still concentrating on his spell too, so it tracks.
You feel it like wrap around your fist as you put your hands up, and as it does, you take 7 necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And then it is your turn, Ajax. Go ahead and give me another Constitution save as you smell this horrible, noxious fume.
Okay. It's a 10 on the Constitution save.
Yeah, now that its chest cavity has been kind of like split open, the smell is like so noxious it's hard for you to push it down. You take 3 poison damage as your senses become like overwhelmed with this disgusting stench. What do you do?
Well, overcome by rage and complete focus on what's happening, because now Belinda's talking to him and saying, hey, getting your ass beat.
Yeah.
Fire in his eyes. He now tries to attack back. With a 23 to hit.
Yes.
That hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is 15 damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, a crushing blow. As you bring your great sword down with this like new renewed vigor on this creature, you see its flesh just give way to your blade. An entire arm comes flopping off. It wriggles on the floor for a moment sickeningly before it just kind of turns back into that mummified form it was in before. It almost desiccates instantly before your eyes, like letting out one last poof of that putrid smell. Would you like to use your bonus action for anything?
No.
Okay. Perfect. Valym.
Ajax, so cool. I want to swing too.
Sweet. Yeah, you can easily move here.
Cool.
Since the zombie did move.
Yeah. Did I start my turn in its noxious area?
Oh, actually, yes, because you're within 10 feet. So,
cool.
Yeah.
That is a 7.
That does not pass. You take 4 points of poison damage as the smell just kind of feels like it's trickling into your nose and crawling down your throat. It lingers with you.
Nope, made that. I'm going to go take a swing for a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 points of damage.
Yes.
The smell of searing flesh reaches your nostrils. You are really putting this thing to task. It seems to be barely standing on its feet.
Disgusting. Ajax, it smells terrible.
I know. It needs to die.
I miss candy. That's my turn.
Okay, perfect. Nim, you see this unfolding at the other side of the room.
Yes.
The zombie's about 30 feet from you now instead of 20. since
That's
it used
okay.
its
I got
action to move.
60 feet on this.
Sweet,
I
yeah.
keep singing. Although you are bound, you must find your way to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
9. Okay, well, it has to do with wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
It'll take
just so you
half
know,
damage if it succeeds.
it's like kind of basically against a locked door, so it's not going to move away, but
That's
it will
okay, it's
take the
just for
damage.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Here's the wisdom save. I got an 18.
Okay, so it takes half, so
Okay.
4.
Perfect.
And then bonus action. Don't worry, my friends. This song is not for you. You will make it through. Daddy, daddy, da. And I'll give a
And just hands.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And I'll give Ajax bardic inspiration.
We're just like, and just like.
Ajax angrily starts dancing.
Yeah, and then it's like, get on my tempo.
All right, that's my turn. You know what? I'll stand on something if I can get like a little stage.
You can stand on these books.
Yeah, I'll stand on the books.
Oh, maybe you can't stand on the books. This is like that milk crate challenge.
No, don't do that.
Okay, you manage it.
Perfect.
You would have, because Nim would have succeeded the milk crate challenge. Scorpio definitely would have succeeded on the milk crate challenge.
Okay, I'm Dunskies.
It is then the zombie's turn. It actually can't use the weird sludge thing since it only recharges on I guess I have to roll to see. No, it can't. It does not recharge that ability, and instead it tries to grapple and slam against Ajax twice.
Oh no.
With a 13, I don't think that hits. Oof, and a 22.
That hits.
The second one
That
hits.
Mm-hmm.
Another 12 bludgeoning damage as boof. This thing just throws its full weight against you. It's even missing an arm now and is just sort of like just pure force thrusting it at you. And as it collides against you and this nasty flesh kind of like flops and wraps against your own, you do feel like a sort of supernatural pulse, almost like the one that was generated by Dr. Sundaram. Like something is just driving this amorphous blob towards you with great vengeance. Scorpio, it is your turn.
As Scorpio holds this hand sign and the blue lightning sort of flickers around this zombie, you can see that there are flashes of light. As the light flashes, Scorpio appears to like move as if in like stop motion. He moves closer and closer to attack the zombie. He's just going to flat out give him a headbutt.
Perfect.
21.
That hits.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Just a second.
Wait, your headbutting?
Yeah. So he comes coming in on the storm, 4 points of headbutt.
4 points of damage?
Yep.
Perfect. It's still standing, although it reels from the force of your headbutt.
And then Scorpio like sort of clamps down on the hand symbol and does another 1d12. Ooh, 12 lightning damage.
God dang.
Okay, hold up. So
That's so strong.
I think you
Witch
would have.
bolt.
I think you would have had to do the witch bolt first. Because let me look up the text. Because I think if you use your action to do any, let me check. Because you use your bonus action to headbutt, right?
Action.
Let me look. So
You can use your action to deal 1d12 damage. You're right.
the spell ends if you
Automatically.
use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell range or has total cover from you.
Oh, if you use your action to do anything else, like headbutt.
Yeah. Well, you can headbutt on a bonus action though, correct?
I could if it's like flurry of blows.
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
And then I get another attack, actually.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll say that you activate the witch ball as you're headbutting it, just for
Yeah, I
really
wanted
cool
to combine
flavor.
them.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And then you follow up. Perfect.
Cool. So, that's a 17, 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Another 4 points bludgeoning.
Another 4 points bludgeoning. And then what was the damage on the D12? 12.
12.
Oh, you got a 12?
It was
Amazing.
12.
So lightning crackles as you come streaking towards this creature. You smack against it as just as the lightning cracks twice. It reels and it's barely standing up. Give me a strength saving throw.
10.
Yeah, the weird amorphous blob that's like latched onto your arms kind of sinks even deeper in as you're not able to shake it off while you're running towards this creature. This time, I rolled really high. It deals 11 necrotic damage as it kind of sinks deeper into your flesh. You notice now that the tentacles almost have like fingers at the end that are kind of gripping into your forearm as, you headbutt this creature twice. Ajax, this thing is like reeling, barely standing up. It seems like all of the force has almost left it. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw as the stench overwhelms your nostrils. This time, since you've already failed the one before, you do so at a disadvantage.
Well, and remember your boogie tunes inspiring you.
Yes. That is a 7 saving throw.
The inspiration or the bardic inspo might actually help you here, so I would roll for it.
That's D6, right?
A D6.
Yes.
I rolled a 6. Oh
Nice.
my god.
That is wait, and you had a 7, right? Yes, that is just enough. You are able to push through the noxious smell, although it affected you the round before. This time you harden your senses to it. What do you do?
Bless you, Josephine. So as a bonus action, I'm going to use Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
Which is advantage on weapon rolls this turn and 5 temp health.
Perfect.
Then I'm going to attack because I have to still attack.
Dancing Spirit.
And a nat 20 for a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 22 damage.
Does it incorporate that it's a crit?
Yes.
When you do the damage, it does?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, 22.
Your sword comes sliding down through the middle of this thing, splitting it cleanly in two. As it does, this half rat-headed creature comes clawing out and is immediately just engulfed with blue flame. And you see Pilar standing there going,
Like, that wasn't me.
and then as it finishes this treat, it looks over at Valym but goes, ah, and comes running back to Valym, hands out, looking absolutely distraught despite having engulfed the spirit.
Hi, buddy.
Ah, that was so scary.
Yeah, didn't like that. What the
Didn't
hell was
like that at all.
What the hell was that thing?
Uppies.
Okay, this is weird. You can fly. You can fly. Why are you?
I need to be held.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh, shh. And I produce flame and then just kind of pet them.
Oh.
Okay.
Like a blowtorch, like a.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, that was inside of my soul.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Okay, adjacent, I guess. I think. I don't feel.
How's the
Right.
dog? Where's the dog? Is the dog okay?
And Scorpio
I'll
run over to
survive.
check on her.
Yeah, she's kind of barely lifting herself up onto the using the table as aid. Oh, I believe something went wrong halfway through with the spell. There was some type of interference. Oh,
Of what kind?
I think. Well, I wasn't aware that there was another spirit living inside of your friend,
Oh.
and
Yes.
created a bit of
So-
a backlash. But
It's fragment of the god of fire. So,
god
god of the sun, excuse me.
well, I think this was my first successful operation.
First.
Yeah, I hadn't done anything like that before. I mean, in theory, I had. But,
Well
No,
done,
sorry.
Doctor.
mostly work on dead subjects, mostly theoretical in nature. But it looks like everything was sound. To the T.
How many of y'all are damaged? And how badly?
I'm down to 9.
Everyone took damage?
I have 5 temp health, so I'm 11, but 6 real health.
Okay, Nims, who's been like singing this whole time, is still feeling it after he saw Ajax just like kill it at the end, and like boogies on over to each person and like, does a little pat on the back and like does a little dance with each of them as you come up, and even Valym's like,
Yeah,
and
like that
I'll
night at
do
the Roxbury. Like, no.
we'll do a little cure wounds on each of them.
Dr. Syndrome actually helps you.
Oh,
Yeah.
does she dance?
She doesn't dance, but she does like help with like, the healing aspect of
Nim's gonna try and get her to dance.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, she's amenable to the idea. I guess dancing would help raise the spirits of your patient.
Cat, sorry.
Great. I'm gonna roll some healing.
You get to roll
Yeah,
all your
please.
healing with advantage since she is aiding you.
Oh, okay. So Ajax. Nice guy, and it was 12. Valym is gonna be 10. And Scorpio
Big money, no whammies.
will be 10.
10. Thank you.
How are you
Yeah,
doing,
but-
Valym? How do you feel?
Okay, I think. It was strange, excruciatingly painful for a moment, but manageable now. Doctor, thank you for your help. Also, if you have never done something successfully, you should tell people that beforehand. Otherwise, they will feel taken advantage of and experimented on without their consent.
I mean, well, the knowledge behind the procedure was all sound, but it's not exactly like I can complete my residency and lycanthropy,
Yeah. No, I would have preferred to know that it was experimental before doing it, thinking that you had experience doing this firsthand.
Well, technically, it is called medical practice. So,
Okay.
I thought you were a dentist, so
well, I mean, I do dentistry as well because let's just
exactly.
say
So,
I get more
Speaking
work
of, you probably
fixing
have a lot of
teeth.
people probably waiting on you.
Right.
We're
Oh,
angry.
right. Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Wait!
Oh,
Package. 30 silver.
Oh,
Please.
of course. She reaches into like one of her pockets and produces a small, like sort of pouch of silver set aside. It looks like special for this. Thank you for taking care of that while I was busy.
Of course. I'll give it to Scorpio. This is your money.
Oh, yeah,
Can I,
thanks.
can I go take a peek in the bag? Or I assume it's in a bag.
It's a human-shaped, sort of wrapped canvas type of situation.
Yeah, can I go take a peek?
Yeah. As you go over, you notice like she's like, I don't. That's sort of mine.
I just want to take a look. I won't mess anything up. I just want to see something.
All right.
He is used to dead bodies.
Why is that?
I told you, I bury the dead.
Oh, I thought maybe you meant that like you're an assassin or some type of cutthroat. I didn't think
Why
you
is
were
that
a
more
funerary.
likely?
I mean,
Well, I mean, we
considering
live
the
in-
way that you speak, it's not actually super strange.
Thank
I
you,
just
thank you,
wanna
Valym.
take a-
It
I
was
just
a
wanna
bit
take a
alarming. As you take a peek, you see the face of a young maiden with long golden hair who lies still, and her face is almost like marble as you pull aside the canvas.
I just want to see if I can see any dirt or signs that she was taken out of the ground.
Give me an investigation check.
Ten.
Yeah, she seems like she was pulled from a river. She's so like waterlogged, you can't really tell if she was at any point buried. Her clothes are water damaged and her skin seems pallid. And she has like the telltale sort of wrinkling in the fingers that indicates she's been submerged for some time.
He'll close back up. It's not right. And goes back to join the others.
Well, I think if what I do ultimately helps people, and I'm not hurting anyone, then why is it wrong?
Does her family know?
Most of the people who come to me don't have families.
How do you know if you don't ask where they come from?
I suppose you have a point.
I've seen how much people care for those they've lost, and it generally means a great deal to be able to put them to rest. I know what you do is important too, and thank you for helping our friend, but maybe just something to think about.
She kind of like stands contemplating for a moment and says, I suppose the ends don't always justify the means. I definitely don't want to get lost in the pursuit of knowledge. And I should have made you more aware of the risks before I did my arcane operation, Valym. You're correct. But you
Lulu,
know, all's well that
is she
ends
okay?
well.
Where's Lulu? Where'd she
Oh
go?
yeah, we didn't even address her during.
You go and look under the desk where she was hiding previously, and you see that she's down there and she's coloring in some of the anatomical books that the doctor owns. There's like skeletons and things like that, and she's sitting there with a crayon coloring in different parts of it.
Hey,
I
I think we're done. Do you want to ride in the lamp on the way back to the inn?
okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
She gets into her lamp. The party collects their things and leaves through the now very crowded, very irate waiting room. One orcish mother with her son is like, we've been waiting for 2 hours with all these sounds coming from the back. I just don't even know. And this is the scene you leave in the busy waiting room as you are now out in the middle of the afternoon on the streets of Leavenworth. It is lightly misting, and it almost seems comforting to you, Valym, after the sort of fiery pain you had in your face earlier.
Yeah.
The light rain kind of brushes down against you. It's so light, like I said, you don't feel the need to rush for cover, but rather just embrace it where it is. And the air and the earth itself smells clean, much like it does after a fresh rain. And that'll be where we close for today, if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you for joining me
Yay.
for Shikar.
You get to fight an inner demon.
You're
in the
not
outside.
where
Yes.
ratted.
That's
Now
true.
you
Really?
can
We're not-
now you
you're
can
not
wear
dead.
wolf.
No.
Yeah, and you're not dead.
Nah. Okay, I give up. Not putting nothing. Nope. Take it back.
We're gonna get there.
Man. That was so much fun. You know, it didn't come up, but I thought it would be really interesting if you tried to use your spirit while it was still grappling with the other one, because that was gonna be that was gonna be the cool thing, is that it was like,
what do you mean?
Tied up. Pilar was like technically tied up for that entire encounter.
Oh, if I tried to use Pilar.
Yeah.
No, I was afraid. Do you want to know why I didn't? Because when I call Pilar out, it's a 10-foot radius of fire.
Oh, which would have been bad too. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Balvin, I appreciate you. I wasn't worried about you. There's all these books in here.
Oh, yes.
So books are more important than Ajax?
No, books are just flammable.
But setting it on fire.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Because if that sets on fire,
then the whole place is on fire.
And then people above us die, and then it's a problem morally, apparently. I don't know.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed this episode so much, and I hope you all did as well. Let's get some shout outs and post-show thoughts. I'm going to change it up. Gabe, take it away.
Hello, I'm Gabe James Gaines. You can find me on Twitter, where I talk about random nonsense. I don't know what Valym's going to do next. I have, actually zero idea what he does tomorrow.
Ooh.
I think he might become, for lack of a better word, more of a worse person.
Oh, interesting.
I say it, I mean it in the sense of there has been, to no fault of his own, no reward for being a good person lately. Like, people just take things, and then we're like, you know what? We're upset, but that's okay. So he's like, all right, then if someone's just mad, I'm just gonna feed him to Lorelai, and I'll apologize, and then everyone will stop being mad.
It's a point.
Yeah. I think that's where he's at. So we'll see what happens next. I might go try to kill Sunflower's dad.
That should be interesting. Xander. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was gonna say, I kept all this psychoactive liquid for a reason. Oh yeah. And I'm sure the man drinks.
Oh no.
Xander.
Yeah, you can find me at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F. My main hub is Twitter, but I also stream here on Twitch. On Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch me on the Play Renegade Twitch channel, playing Kian Hart, the Pink Ranger, in Day of Destiny, a Power Rangers RPG live play. We're having Ranger Cup. Yeah, we're so much fun. I'm so excited. Too much pink energy is dangerous. No. We're having a great time. We're 2 episodes in. You can catch the rest of it on YouTube as well. They upload, I believe, every Sunday. So just very excited for that one. But I storytell every night of the week. Find me.
Awesome. I love it. Balvin. LordBalvin.
Oh, snap. It's Balvin. Hi, I'm Balvin. LordBalvin.
Say, oh, snap. It's Balvin.
Thank you, Gabe. I stream. I make content everywhere. LordBalvin on everything. Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that. Just come see what I'm doing. I talk a lot about a lot of subjects and play a lot of games. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Josephine.
Hi. Wait, what am I doing? Outro. Hi, I'm Josephine. Find me at JCVIM everywhere. Oh, LA by Night, season 5 starts this Friday. That's in 4 days. Mm-hmm. This Friday, season 5 starts.
Final season.
You may or may not see me there. We're in the show.
Yeah, you'll want to catch each of the episodes this season because it's a puzzle that you'll want to put together.
Yes. Don't skip an episode. Well, don't skip an episode. Do what you want, but don't skip. Anyway, that's this Friday. It's our final season. It's you said post game thoughts, and I was not expecting you to have to ask what Nim would do with the reanimate. Like if he read the book, I was like,
a good moment.
I was like, oh no.
I rolled an insight quietly,
ask.
and I rolled it as I rolled a 19, and I just felt like with that, I rolled it like kind of to determine whether or not she had questions about what a kid would want to do with that, and she did. Based off a 19.
That's
it was less
fair.
like that she knows about your sister, and more so that it was like, why is this kid obsessed with death? Why is this kid obsessed with reanimation? There's so many books here. Why this? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad y'all liked it. I endeavor to please y'all every week.
And you do every time.
Xander didn't say that! Hi, hello. I'm that bronze girl. If you're here, you know where to find me. And I'm working on a lot of stuff and can't talk about any of it yet, which is the greatest part of creation.
Yeah,
Love it. So thank you so much for watching us, for supporting us. I want to talk about last week's VOD real quick. I don't know what happened. It was perfect on the Adobe Premiere side, but when I rendered it, somehow it was missing audio for the last hour. So if you notice that the last video is uploaded in 2 parts, it's because I had to then re-upload the second half of it and edit out the first half from the first upload. So I had to upload it twice. It was this whole rigmarole. So I apologize for it being late. And that's why it was up in 2 parts. For the future, I might put it up in 2 parts anyway, just in case something like that happens. So if you see part 1 of this episode go up on Wednesday and then part 2 go up on Monday, that'll be why. It might be a new thing I'm experimenting with. We'll see. Thank you so much.
I like the idea that we all helped render it a little bit.
we lent our rendering energy.
We each spent a spell slot to make it happen.
One of us fucked up though.
Yeah, one of us botched the roll, and that's why the audio is missing for the last hour. So, but thank you so much for supporting us every week. I appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Roll20.
Thank you, Roll20.
As
we appreciate
always.
that. And we'll see you next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And before that, for the EU-friendly rebroadcast on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. Where's the ending button? It's right here.
I don't know.